I bought this broken Milwaukee drill from Goodwill, and we're about to find out if I can fix it or if I just wasted my money. So let's open it up, have a look on the inside. We've got all the user manuals, that's cool. All right, so we've got battery, drill, charger, and then the handle. This thing's worth about $180 to $220 because it includes everything, but we gotta figure out what's wrong. So let's check the battery. Okay, we got full voltage there, but it is possible the battery's not working still. Okay, the light works on the drill, that's cool. Oh, trigger doesn't work at all. Whoa, there we go. And now it's working fine. So we have a very intermittent trigger. Let's get these screws out and see what's going on the inside. So I'm going to use a freakishly long T10 to get into this thing. We got a few screws on it, and then we should be able to take the whole thing apart. So we need to get this plastic piece off. So it looks like we have 2 screws here and 2 screws here we need to remove. I don't know, we might need to remove this whole back piece. I'm not totally sure yet, but we'll get all the screws off on this plastic piece, including these ones, and then see if this will come off, but we might need to take this off. Might need to take this off. I don't think so though. We'll find out here in a minute. So even though this drill is old, I think this one is from 2013. It's still an expensive drill. It is a hammer drill, so that's one of the things that does make it more expensive and worth more. And I don't remember the exact amount I paid for it. I think it was right around $100, maybe a little bit more. So if I can fix it, that's a great deal. If I can't, then I just wasted my money because the parts for these, they don't sell just the trigger for these. They sell basically all of the internal pieces, all as one piece. And the price for that kit is more than I paid and more than this drill is even worth, which is a bummer. I do appreciate that they provide, or you can buy parts, but like, come on. And this thing feels like it does not want to come apart, so I'm going to take the other 2 screws off of this, take this cap off, see if that helps. I might have to take this whole piece out too. I don't know yet. The nice thing about it is these screws are all the exact same size, which is amazing. I love it when manufacturers do that. Okay, now does this rear cap come off? Yep. Okay. And it still doesn't want to come apart. We need to take these 2 off as well, I think. This will be fine anyway, so we can just have a good look inside this whole thing. Make sure it's in good condition. All right, now I'm not sure how this all comes apart right here. So that just... Let's see if this will come off now. Ah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, good there. There we go. Trigger mechanism right there. That's what I'm suspecting the problem to be. There we go. We can get that whole front piece out of there. Okay. Now to see if we can get down to that trigger. I'm going to try and take this whole piece out. Okay, that's coming out pretty well so far. There we go. And the trigger assembly. Okay, there we go. So can this trigger assembly reasonably come apart? It looks like maybe. We got clips here and clips there, so that's good news. Let's see if we can get this thing taken apart. It is pretty grimy, so I'm hopeful that this will be all we need to do here. So let me see if I can get a screwdriver in here. Problem with this is all of these clips need to come loose at basically the same time. And I feel like this is probably like glued shut or something too. Yeah, that clip broke real quick. That was just the tiny one though, so these bigger ones are I feel like the clips aren't really doing, yeah, the clips aren't doing anything. This thing's like glued shut, I think. So those wires have silicone around them. So it might, I don't know. I was thinking maybe it wasn't glued shut. It sure seems like it is though. Oh, maybe it's not. We almost started getting part of it apart. Okay. Well, that's good news. All right, so I'm gonna use this little pry tool right here to try and get in there. Keep a little bit of pressure on that part of it. There we go. Okay, that's actually not glued shut. That's amazing. I'm already having way more fun than I was. Oh my god. There's some sort of spring in there and some other part that just went flying. I don't even know where it went. And this, I think, is probably our problem. Those contacts are just very worn. Okay, I gotta find those parts though, because I'm not gonna be able to get this thing together without them. There's one piece, but the other piece is over there somewhere. And found it. I'm actually a little surprised that I found that, but I did. So this goes down in here, and then that's gotta all be pushed together once I get this thing fixed. Okay, so what we need to do here is clean these contacts. The contact right here, and then the contacts down here as well. Okay, there's not a ton of like corrosion or wear on these. There definitely is some. I'm hopeful we can fix this. Let's save that little grease ball because that bit of grease is good. The rest of this is pretty blackened. I think this is the main surface we got to worry about here. I can feel it's kind of rough when I run my pick over it, so that's definitely a problem. So that contact right there has kind of gotten oxidized and rough. Okay, let's check this out. Now this is under spring tension too, so we have to be careful here. Yeah, we just got some wear on this pin right here, and then it looks like there's kind of like a layer of, probably not, maybe carbon, I don't know. Layer of something built up on this little pin right here. Now, ideally, we would replace this part because it's got a pretty big pit right there. Unfortunately, Milwaukee doesn't sell parts like that. I appreciate that they sell some parts, but especially wear parts like this, if you could just buy that piece, that would make this drill last a lot longer. But we're gonna work with what we have. So let's clean this up and hopefully it'll work when we're done. Okay, now I want to clean this part up. I'm going to use probably a little bit of sandpaper to roughen up this surface. Not roughen up, but to clean the surface down here, because I think it's not making great contact right here. And actually, I've got a little piece of magic eraser. I'm just going to get this grease ball out of here. I'm going to use that to get in there and kind of get rid of that roughness, hopefully. I mean, I think it helped. Use a little piece of sandpaper. So this is a little piece of 1000 grit sandpaper. And I'm just gonna go over these two buttons here just a little bit, just enough to rub off any bit of coating that's built up on them. Just kind of smooth them up a bit. Oh, that's way better. Now I'll use a cotton bud and some isopropyl alcohol to collect any material we sanded off. Sure feels a lot better. I don't know how it looks, but it feels much better. I'll do the same thing on here. I'm just gonna go over this to remove any coating that's built up. We just want to restore this connection. While we're here, let's just grab this too. I don't think this part is much of a problem, but I'm gonna rough that up a bit as well, just to make sure we have really good connection in this switch. Okay, it doesn't really look much different, but it's different. Okay, I think we're ready to try and put this thing together. This is not gonna be easy though. Gotta make sure we have everything ready to be aligned properly, because then we have to push it all together all at once. Let's re-grease it first though. Okay, we got new grease. So this spring goes down inside there, like that. This piece goes right here. And this we have to compress and fit down in there. And this plastic foot goes against that right there. So that's our goal here. Let's see how this goes. That's so hard to do. So that goes right there. This has to go there. Oh, did I just get it first try? Ooh, that collar. There we go. Got it. Okay. Something doesn't feel right here. I think that needs to go down here more. There we go. That feels right. Okay, now this piece has to go on. Right here. Oh, I don't know what that was, but that didn't feel right. Okay, that's how that's supposed to go. But I got to keep this compressed while I put that piece on there. Maybe we need to go like this. This part is more difficult than I thought it was going to be 100%. Okay. I don't know if we have it or not, but it's sort of all there. Nope. Okay, bummer. Yeah, this has to stay up here like that. Okay, now, gotta keep it like that. This is way more difficult than I thought it'd be, this part of it. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think we got it. Except for this. There we go. Okay. I mean, that feels really good. All the clips are engaged. The clips that are left, we have this one that's broken, but okay, that actually feels pretty good. So let's get this thing back together and see if that fixed it. Now I just have to remember how all of this goes together. Okay, this piece goes over here like that. This goes like that. Okay, how does this fit down in here though? Oh yeah, it fits under that. Let's take this out. Just lost a piece of something, but we got to figure out how this piece goes in here. Okay, that's how that goes. This needs to go around here. There we go. That goes down there. This goes down here, like that. Okay, that all feels good. Trigger feels good. Okay, we are all good so far. Does that look right? You guys would tell me if it didn't, right? Now let's put this piece back together in here, which this actually goes like this. Probably want to get that right. Also, I'm gonna clean this plate off. It's a little dirty. Okay, pretty dirty. I don't expect this thing to be perfect when it goes together, but also, we don't want it to be disgusting. All right, there we go. There's that. Okay, that all feels good. Now, this piece is gonna go right down here. Okay, something isn't lining up here. This guy's not lining up properly. Because that board's not sitting in there correctly. All right, fix that and we'll be back. Okay, there we go. Now that's all lined up correctly. Now we got to get this guy lined back up. Now this should just slip right on there now. Did we get it? Okay, got it. Got to put some screws in, get this back cap on, then we'll be able to test it. Also, I noticed two of the screws are just slightly shorter. I think they go here. I clearly should have paid a little more attention when I was taking this thing apart. They all look the same size, but also I'm not usually that shaky. This screwdriver is so long, it makes it look like I'm super shaky. And with all the screws in, it works every time. So that ended up being a pretty good deal, and it ended up being a really easy fix. If you like this type of video and want to see a video where I tried to fix a Milwaukee Sawzall that I got for $68 from Goodwill, I'll put a link for that video up on your screen now so you can come hang out with me over there and see if I can fix that one. Thanks so much for watching today, and I hope you have a good one.